from Leeds tonight. And I just want to say to all those water officials looking in after last week's programme, over here, all those water officials, can we get a shot of this, number 3? OK, look at this. Suffer. Look, hey, waste. Waste. What is that? Disgusting. Anyway, now, tonight's programme, I said couldn't be done because I didn't really think that having people with their collections in the studio was going to be very interesting at all. But having spent the last sort of 2 or 3 hours looking through them, you're going to enjoy tonight. There's not going to be much time, but you will enjoy it. And guests tonight include a little later a whole bunch of Barenaked Ladies. Richard Whiteley, who's with us. Say hello to Richard. Yeah! The not quite as bare as she will be apparently later on, Debee Ashby, who is not here to talk about her relationship with Tony Curtis or anything else. She is here to talk about the fact that she collects...
postcards and matches.
Postcards and matches. And yes, she has a wonderful collection of those. Richard, of course, collects...
tortoises.
Tortoises.
Not real tortoises, imitation and model tortoise.
I have to take you to task, Whiteley, because this is disgusting. This here was... I mean, can we get a shot? This is a real tortoise. And you should be ashamed of yourself. I mean, look at the underneath. It's been squashed. Can we see that?
No.
Look. Can you see the little tail and the feet?
Yes, but it's been very beautifully stuffed, if I can put it that way. It's rather nice, because you see, actually, you aren't allowed to keep real tortoises now because of legislation, because it was cruel, so they can't be imported anymore. So really, a beautifully stuffed one like that is really as near as you can get, and it really is. No, it's very tastefully done, I have to say.
It looks like it's been run over. It doesn't look like it's been stuffed. I was going to be very sympathetic about the farm biting you on the nose the other day. I read about in the press. I don't know now.
The farm.
The farm. There's a pop group that bit you.
Yes, sir. I'd never heard of them at the time until the man bit me on the nose. But...
Here, next time somebody does that, you have those. OK? That's very. That's very good. We've also got... we're missing a guest here tonight as well for some reason. I made a bit of a mess with the water, but we're missing a guest.
Right. No, I'm here.
Oh, where have you been, Nicholas? Nicholas Parsons!
Right.
Thank you.
I've come prepared. Well, I watched the show last week and I realised that you do this wrestling in mud. Is this quite a frequent event? Am I wrestling with Richard in mud?
Well, that'd be you and Richard Whiteley wrestling in mud would be a great idea, but no, that was just last week.
Well, what about the other item you had last week in the shower? I mean, could I go into the shower?
The gay lovers in the shower.
No, I'd rather go in with Debbie in the shower, actually.
I don't know, can we afford the water? Would you like to go in the...
Well, you haven't got very much over there.
No, we haven't got left, yes.
It's just lovely to see you, Debbie. You look absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
You look more beautiful covered, you know. You really do.
Thank you very much. So do you.
I can't say the same for Richard, but no, I can definitely say the same for Richard. He looks much better with his clothes on, doesn't he?
Last time we were together, we were in bed, if you remember.
Yes, I do remember.
I believe there's a story about you and Richard there, but we were in bed together.
We were in bed together, and you never looked back. It was the first stepping stone in your career, wasn't it?
Nicholas, I'm very, very grateful to you, but we had one of these.
Explain it was for charity.
No, we shouldn't explain that at all.
We shouldn't
explain that at all.
All right, OK.
But we had one of these. You were drinking out of it.
That's right. We had one of those because we were doing it for charity, and we were playing for laughs, and we had one of those. We did actually have real wine in it, but then somebody said it actually had come from the hospital. And
it had been recycled wine, basically.
Oh, I see. It was recycled. I must say your audience is absolutely with it and on the ball. Every reference is going down tremendously well.
I had a picture, I had a bit of the news of the world, because after that in the shower last week, there's a couple of... I mean, Terry Dix has got an opinion on everything, and he was shouting his mouth off in the... but never mind, I can't find it now.
After we were in bed together for the children in need, I mean, they said a few things there, didn't they?
They did, they did.
They really took us to task.
Golly, she's not... No. Have you seen... I'm disgusted by this. Debbie, could you show us some of your things?
Some of your things? Oh, really, James? How long have you been doing this show?
Oh, sorry. A long time, but a long time.
Debbie, he wants you to show some of your things.
Yeah.
Oh, some of your matches.
These are my favourite matches. Can you see these matches?
Yes, Debbie. Yes, Debbie.
Right.
OK, good.
Answer her. She's talking to you. Can you see some of her matches?
Simon says...
Yes, there we are.
Right, everyone wants to see, right?
Yeah.
Big match. Have you seen that?
Oh, that's disgusting. Never mind about that. Richard...
That is bigger.
Tell me about your tortoises. Have we got a tortoise with a willy or not?
Oh, really? We have got down to basics very early, haven't we?
Well, I didn't start it.
I didn't realise it was quite as low as that, your show, James.
No, I'm sorry. Look at that.
Yes, that's been stuffed, as you said earlier on.
But you see, what you've got to realise, James, I am a man with no... I'm a man, but I am... Sorry.
Oh, right, well, you could have fooled me, actually. There we are.
No, I am a man with no hobbies.
But you don't have to prove it.
Yeah. So I just thought the best hobby to have instantly was to collect tortoises.
And you get on the show. Can I leave you just to chat for a few moments?
Right. Delighted.
Okay, because I'm going to go and I've got some Barenaked Ladies over here at the moment, if that's okay. And I'd like you to come and meet the Barenaked Ladies. This rabble here is the audience, and you'll meet some of them a little later on. These, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Barenaked Ladies. These guys... Okay. This is... Shut up! We haven't got much time. This is the first time on British television, the first time heard in this country. This is going to be an amazing hit that you're going to hear, and I can guarantee you after this week you will hear them on all the radio stations, you will see them on all the TV stations, because this is a really innovative programme, and you're going to be great. Before we go on, you collect comics, don't you?
I do collect comics.
Now, this is a comic called Viz, all right? I don't know whether you call it a comic. I would like you to have a little look at it, and later on I'll ask you whether you think the humour translates to the Canadians. So I'll leave it down there. Is that okay?
Perfect.
Okay, now tell me how the Barenaked Ladies became such.
Well, it started out just Steve and I.
Hi! He's a good-looking guy. Beard, glasses, very good-looking guy. Yep.
We were just a duo for a long time. We thought up the name just to remind people of what it was like to be children. It's a word that kids say that adults don't say anymore.
Barenaked Ladies.
Exactly.
I like
just
it.
an excited term. They don't even know what it is yet.
Why the... we were talking earlier in rehearsals, every time we get a new band on, who are British, I have to tell you, they're really... Most of them are really cocky, but you're great, you know, you're easy-going. Oh, you didn't care that you were being told to hang around for ages and ages. And look at that, it's a wind-up, you know. Do you want to go and play the music, or we'll talk later?
Yeah.
Okay, what's it called?
This is a song called Be My Yoko Ono.
Ladies and gentlemen, Barenaked Ladies!
Whiteley goes to town.
Doo-be-doo. Andrew, how are you?
Mr. Whale.
Lovely to see you. A little present for your collection.
Thank you very much.
Can I come in?
Please do.
Right. Right, through here, is it, Andrew?
Yep, straight through.
Oh, golly, it's a little dark in here. Right, let me, get that here. Now, Andrew, right, oh, there you are, right. A little bird told me that you collected all of your home from the local rubbish tips.
That's right.
Really?
And the pictures and the books and the fabrics and the carpet you're standing on and the table.
Uh-huh.
And all the things that you see around you. Very, very few things. I've got a few things which I've had to buy, like a heater and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I found the cooker, for instance, in the kitchen. You know, I mean, everything has come from skips.
What made you do this?
Well, I suppose I'm trying to demonstrate that there's too much waste in the world. I mean, if this was in Africa, for instance, everything would be made use of. There wouldn't be skips. But in London, you know, there's everything. If it fails to please, people throw it away.
I mean, people don't throw rubber plants away in skips.
Well, of course they do. You know, I mean, yuccas,
yeah.
dracaenas, cacti, and these things, that I find these, you know, at least one a month of these ficus here. They're sitting on a door, which forms a shelf. That's just an old fire door. The chairs here, they were a gift in exchange for plant, you see. So I gave some
barter.
plant.
I see. Now, I see there's a school picture up here. You went to a public school?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
No, listen, there's nothing to apologise for.
Oh.
Do any of your friends, you keep in touch with any of them?
One of them. One of the chaps in that photograph, yeah.
And what does he think about the way you live now?
He thinks it's great.
Clothes?
Yeah, I found this yesterday.
What?
This jacket. It's brand new. Seriously.
A Boss jacket? I don't think that's Hugo, but yes.
I found this yesterday on a skip in Camberwell on my way to work. The shirt I found down Prince of Wales Drive, and it's a very nice Geeves and Hawke shirt, so the collar's gone a little bit. And I found these trousers in a skip in France.
Sure.
And
what about money to spend on food and things?
Well, I don't need to buy very much food.
You don't buy any food?
Well, I buy little bits of essentials, but I get all my vegetables free from the skips in Covent Garden. And
what time do you go to the skips in Covent Garden?
Oh, well, I have to go at a certain time, all right? And I've worked it out very carefully with the patrols, so that I dodge the patrols, because they don't like me doing it, you see.
Miserable so-and-sos.
And it's perfectly good food, and it keeps me in vegetables for a week. And there's a sandwich makers on the industrial estate just around the corner, and at the end of that week, they throw away the bread that they haven't used by the sell-by date. So I have bread and vegetables, and on virtually that I can live, if I have to.
Will you always live like this? Or is this, you're making a statement, you're writing a book about it, after the book's done?
Well, I don't know whether I'll change my views, because these views are heartfelt. And when I see what's going on around me with the world and the amount that's thrown away, I feel I have a sort of crusade to try to bring a message home.
I mean, I'm rather interested what you use. This is what you use, isn't it, when you're up in the loft?
Yes, up in the pigeon loft, yes. This is just an ordinary car inspection light, okay? All I did was to change the light bulb, right? And it shows to me that somebody out there doesn't know how to change a light bulb. And I think that's rather sad.
Right, now, Andrew, outside. The pièce de résistance. The entire garden made from other people's leftovers.
Everything in the garden has been thrown away and given up for dead. That's the disturbing thing, that people just throw things away because they don't look as though they're going to come back to life.
Have you got anything in here you're particularly pleased with?
Well, these regalia lilies, they're my favourite flower, and I found 3 dozen of them thrown away simply because they'd gone to seed, as it were.
And if you buy these, of course, they're very expensive, aren't they?
Cost a fortune.
Yeah. Well, Andrew, this has been fascinating. I hope it's going to be of some use to all of us. We're going to go and start looking around dustbins on our way back to the studio. Thank you very much indeed.
All right, well, thank you.
46 1000, James Whale.
Yes, quite rightly, I forgot to mention the phone up. If you want to, I can't imagine what you're going to phone in about as far as collections is concerned. But please phone in, and we'll try and squeeze a few calls in a little later on. You know, over the 150-odd programmes that we've done when this comes to an end, that's one of the guys I've met that I could have spent a lot of time with. And can you imagine, first of all, I must tell you that it's illegal to go and take stuff from skips. You are not allowed to take people's rubbish. It's illegal. And don't you think it's criminal that the food markets throw away perfectly usable food? Don't you think that's criminal? I hope they have a think about themselves, some of these people. I mean, well, I know we can't...
It is criminal, but there is a problem of distribution. I mean, I agree. I mean, I hate to see waste. I was brought up during the war as a youngster then. You know, we couldn't get fruit, we couldn't get anything. And therefore, I can never leave anything on my plate. And one hates to see waste. But they will always tell you it's the distribution problem. They couldn't sell it.
I'm sure they could. I'm sure they could.
But I'm sure there's a way, as you say. But why don't they go and get a lorry, put it all on there, and take it down to people, elderly people's homes who are really impoverished?
Because it costs too much.
Because they're worried about the big buck. And, you know, I mean, accountants have taken over the world. They've taken over everything.
I know.
Accountants. We'll take a... Actually, you know, when I think about it, we've got to pay for the show, haven't we? We're going to take a break. What I want you to do at home, if you would, please...
Excuse me, they're also paying you, you know.
I know. Not enough, but that's by the by. And not for much longer. What I would like to ask you to do now... Just a minute. What I want you to do now is to take great notice of all these commercials and go out tomorrow and buy everything advertised, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes. OK?
Out support the James Whale Radio Show!
Right, OK. Now, that one over there? Hey, oh, look, this one's on down here. Why are you pointing to that one? You're a useless floor manager, aren't you? For goodness sake, this one over here. Anyway, I hope you, I hope you enjoyed all those little messages. And here we go. This is Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
How do you do, James?
And Jeff is a phone card collector. This is Jeremy from Phillips, the auctioneers. And Jeremy is, as they do on all the best sort of serious programmes like this. Funny enough, they nicked this idea, didn't they, really? And gave it to Noel Edmonds.
Oh, yes.
He collects phone cards. Why?
Just a sheer range of them. Most people think that of telephone cards in this country have been these little dull green cards, but in fact...
This set you've got here, this is the definitive set. This is one of each of all of the early ones, isn't it?
And every variation.
So as such is terribly valuable, really.
Yes, it's absolutely
marvellous.
Going back to 1983.
Show us something with a bit of colour.
Bit of colour.
Bit of colour.
The later special issues. There they are.
Oh, look.
These are some of the very first ones, 1987.
Yeah.
And
carry
on without a
Can you hold them up to the camera, Jeff? Because I can see them beautifully, but
these are
nobody else can see
them. These are special issues.
Yeah.
British Telecom special issue cards, as opposed to their advertising cards as well, which you see here.
I was just talking about skips, James. I was routing in a skip and I found this one outside in your
10p. Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to donate it to Jeff. I mean, is it worth anything?
It's the 10-unit third series.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a gap on the notch.
Is it?
Aged blind people is on the left-hand side, which is very, very rare.
Oh, right.
Right. Can we just look at the ones from Japan there? Because, you've got some from Japan we saw earlier.
Those are the Mercury cards.
Now, this is interesting because Telecom made so much fuss about the cards advertising the ladies of the night. I'd like to see them do this. Can you see those? Good, very nice. Jeffrey, follow me over here. Now, this is Francis. Hi, Francis. How are you?
Hi,
Francis collects, believe it or not, people actually collect Pinocchio.
Yes.
Have you got any rude Pinocchios or not?
None at all.
None at all?
They're all very innocent.
They're all innocent?
Yes.
Now, Pinocchio, I believe, has been translated into as many different languages as the Bible.
That's right. From all over the world.
I mean, here's an Italian version. Now, if I ask you the value of this and you tell me a lie, your nose will grow. Is
That's
that right?
Yes.
Right. So how much is this worth?
Between £1,000 and £1,500.
Exactly right.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Still there.
This one,
Yes, this is my version. I illustrated and translated this once. I lived in the area where Pinocchio was written.
A beautiful area it is, too, if I may say so.
For 16 years.
This is nice. This is nice. Look at this. Pinocchio hanging himself from the tree, because some of the sadomasochists who watch this, where is it?
Yes,
who watch this program?
He was actually hung.
Was he?
He died, actually, in the story.
That's it. Now, don't try this at home.
And the story was supposed to originally finish there, but then he continued.
Looks like an early TV presenter.
Yeah. Jeffrey, okay, come on. This is Mandy. Hi, Mandy. How are you? Don't have a lot of time. You are amazed, really, how many people collect things. And I wonder why. It says in my notes here that the clinical psychologists say that they can't really explain why people do this. I mean, why on earth do you collect mugs?
Just for colour. It's just something I've always, for about 10 years that I've always done, really.
Is it?
Which is, I mean, which one do you think is the most valuable? I wouldn't have a clue with this
That one you can't really get a lot of, yeah.
And why is that?
Well, they're really old, you know.
Right. Well, I mean, it looks very old. It's got an
How much is that one worth?
How much is that one worth?
It's about £5,000, I think.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
Moving swiftly on.
Anyway, Jeremy, that was good. That was very good. This is David.
Don't frighten David like you just did.
Don't frighten David.
Right.
No. David is a collector of...
bus photos.
What, David?
Bus photos.
And very interesting they look too.
Right,
yeah.
There's hundreds of them. They're all green or red.
All Leeds buses.
Which is your favourite one, David? Which is the one... I hear you had a story to tell Debbie about one of them.
This one?
Type of bus called Regent 5.
Yes.
Right, right.
He follows them at all the shows.
Yeah.
Do you? Do you?
But he wouldn't like to own one because it's a bit too hard to maintain.
Yes. Yeah. Mine's out. Yeah. Go on.
They go up to 1976.
Sorry, what was that?
You dropped your microphone.
Well, go and pick it up. Go and pick it up. Sorry about that. Yes, go on.
Yeah, they all go up to 1976.
Yeah.
And he goes to...
Not in front of the camera, David. Get behind the... I'm sorry about that. Go in front. Yeah. 1976.
Yeah, that's the latest, isn't it? 1976.
Yeah. Very good. Come on, Jeremy. That's wonderful. This is going remarkably well over here. Now, this is Peter. And Peter collects...
Airfix kits.
Airfix kits.
Right. And associated ephemera.
Ephemera.
Yes.
Because this is not an Airfix kit. This is a dinky toy.
Dinky toy comic,
right.
yes.
Now, why? I mean, I made lots of these Airfix ones as a child and broke them all up. Why didn't you break them all up, Peter, like everybody else did?
I don't know. They just seem to accumulate.
Right, right. And you still make them up?
Yeah. Oh, these I haven't made yet. I haven't collected them. I just haven't made them yet.
Philip, are these... sorry, Jeremy from Phillips. Are these the sort of things that Phillips would sell or not?
Very collectible, yes. Loads of people collect this sort of thing. Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Fantastic. OK, well, this is not the most exciting thing we have here tonight.
Not at all.
Thank you for the moment, Peter. Over here is Anne. Now, believe it or not, Anne collects bricks. And Anne has how many bricks?
Just over 3,000, James.
3,000 bricks.
But not just bricks, tiles, roof, chimney pots, ridges,
the
James,
moulds to make everything.
This is an interesting one. You'll have seen plenty of these in men's urinals.
I haven't. I don't go into men's urinals. I think they're dirty, horrible places. I just don't go there.
Right.
Richard Whiteley, on the other hand, can probably tell us a lot.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if these were more artistically arranged, I think we could well see these in the Tade. Do
you think so?
Absolutely.
And, I mean, you've got some wonderful bricks here, haven't you?
Well,
which is the oldest?
If I can just point one or two out, James,
Go on, then.
if you don't mind. This one.
Yeah.
There we are. Just have a look at that one.
The moulds are to help you key the mortar through when you're building to make the wall a lot stronger.
They are?
Yes.
I see. That's good. Okay.
Be careful, be careful.
Oh, sorry about that. Yes, that was a good joke. You lecture on bricks too, don't you?
Yes, I go around lecturing about the history of bricks and the history of brick making and buildings as well.
Why did you get interested in bricks? I mean, of all the things, Anne, you could have been interested in, why bricks?
You don't have to say, James, put your money into bricks and mortar.
Yeah.
No, we went looking at industrial archaeology sites and I kept seeing the bricks with the names on. And it's obviously an art, true history. And I started just collecting the names and bringing one or two home.
Thank you very much indeed. Right now, time to move on even further. We have a video now, and these guys are going to be with us live in the studio in 2 weeks' time, and they are The Pale and Dogs with No Tails. There. We are. Okay, I think we can... that was the... they were good, weren't they? Dogs with No Tails, The Pale. Live on the show in a couple of weeks' time. Right.
Football programmes.
Yeah, where are the football programmes?
He didn't turn up.
He what?
He didn't turn up.
He didn't turn up?
That's a shame. I've been reading about those all afternoon.
Oh, it's a real shame, because I wanted to tell him I thought people who collected football programmes were really boring. But never mind, on we go. Collections, on tonight's show, collections. This here is Jake Mangelwurzel. Jake, you may remember some considerable time ago, appeared on a film we did at his place. A little bit like Through the Keyhole, really, wasn't it? What?
Jake, what can we say about these?
You said keep quiet, what do you want?
No, I want you to speak now. Now, Jake has the, apart from various things here, but the thing he has we want to look at, he collects are used dummies. Tell me about them, Jake.
Right, began 14 years ago when I was taken to the Huddersfield Magistrates Court and put in the juvenile court, and I thought, how juvenile can I be? So I went along dressed exactly as a baby, the whole thing, but on the way, no dummy. So I picked one out the gutter. That was the last piece of the jigsaw, and I've been collecting them ever
Could you show a few of these?
I mean, just stand. Here we are.
This one was given to me by a millionaire out of his warehouse, you know.
That was nice of him.
Yeah, the rest have come off the floor.
Off the floor?
Good, in. So there's a basket full somewhere.
Yeah,
it's
they're dirty, they just smell.
Have these been sucked by anybody famous?
350, yeah, myself. And you, if you want to try this one.
No, it's
Are you sure?
Thanks.
Yeah,
funnily enough, Jake actually is a real person, not made up, and Jake used to be a policeman, didn't you?
That's true. RAF Police, 58 to 61.
Yep.
Yeah. These came from abroad, all over the world, in fact.
Why do people throw them out, do you think? I mean,
well, it's babies, isn't it?
Is it? Oh, they throw the babies out and the dummies go with them?
With the bathwater, but they're thrown overboard, and the parents are so fastidious about cleaning it. Some of them contain rattles as well.
Would you like people...
I should say there might be the Rolls Royce of them.
Oh, look, that's shaped like a nipple as well, isn't it? That's rather... Can you see that? That one's shaped like a woman's... Isn't it? Oh, no,
that's the point of it, I think.
Yeah. OK, thank you, Jake, very much indeed. If you have any of these at home, send them in and we'll give them to Jake. Right. Over here, this is Tom. Tom collects... toys. Believe it or not. And these aren't ones you've collected, these are ones you're making yourself?
No, these are customised toys.
Yeah. These are very good, Tom, very good. Tell me about them.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's lovely and quiet. Look at this.
That would go with this...
there, that gives you a funeral in that.
You think that's a... Yes, what do you think? That's pretty good.
Absolutely. Could you make one for me?
Yeah,
well, I think you could wear that one, actually. That's an auctioneer.
Just like it. Yes, absolutely.
What do these sell for?
I don't sell them.
You don't?
No, I never sell them.
We'll have a few then, shall we?
Yeah.
Never sell them, no.
Well, what do you make them for? What is the whole point of this?
Well, the point is an added interest to the thousands of toys I've collected for 64 years.
How many have you got?
Thousands. Countless thousands.
Any famous ties or...
Yes, very famous toys, yes.
Yeah. This is a lovely one, this large wooden sunflower on there.
Yeah, that's all handmade.
Is it?
All handmade.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, yes. So, yes, and he's got one with James on there, that's rather nice.
That's Jimmy Savile's.
Oh, is that Jimmy Savile's, I see, yes.
Yeah.
Thought it was for me,
Andy Stewart. Andy Stewart.
Andy Stewart, you're dropping them on the...
What about this one? Who's this one for, Tom?
Yeah. James Whale.
Oh, that's a James Whale tie. That's a nice. Oh, yes, very nice. Can I try that one? Very nice, yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving you that one.
Thank you very much. Oh, that's lovely. I'll leave it there for the moment. All right, thank you, Tom. Onwards, Jeremy. Over here, Richard, of course. Richard is here because Richard is very keen on the colour purple.
Well, it's very interesting.
We've got what you might call a rogue floor manager tonight. I mean, he's upset because there's no Darling Buds of May to work on at the moment. Now, look, you collect everything that's purple.
Correct.
That is the most ridiculous sort of thing I've ever heard. Why everything that's purple?
Because it's there.
Because it's there?
Yeah.
I was told to ask you about your shoes. Oh, yeah, purple shoes, yeah. Yeah, very nice, very nice.
But purple is the most wonderful colour, James. I mean, it's the colour of emperors, it's the colour of bishops, isn't it? I mean, it's a very
regal colour.
Top quality and regal colour, actually. I'm surprised more people don't wear purple. Look at these very interesting things they've got here.
What do you like best of all, Richard?
Well, I like this Dove silicon lavender.
You use a lot of that.
always use this, and our table has always shone in bed.
Going back to your mother, yes, yeah.
I mean,
good.
It's just wonderful, all this stuff here.
Say something, Melanie.
What's
that stuff there?
Purple beer, the Bishop's Purple.
Oh, the Bishop's Purple, there we go.
I think you're doing it for me.
Are they doing it for you?
Yeah, just advertising the colour purple.
Yeah, it's very nice. But you're not alone in your family because, Jeremy, over here, we come over here and talk to Julia. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Fantastic. Julia is Melanie's mum.
Yes.
Have you got a psychiatrist or not? I mean, what on earth do you... This is a pig collection.
Yes.
There's a name for pig collectors, isn't there?
What?
I've forgotten. Shout out for me. What is the name given to a pig collector? It's on the back of the notes.
Never mind that, James. Okay. I'm sure that you like to get your show down to the lowest common denominator.
Porkists.
Thank you. The show goes down to the lowest common denominator.
Well, it didn't, but, yeah. Well, that's disgusting. That's a full frontal naked male pig.
Yes.
Has it got a spirally willy or not?
I haven't studied it that closely.
I haven't studied them that closely, James, to be honest with you. Sounds
aren't you embarrassed, Julia, to collect things like this?
Wonderful things.
No.
I see.
Do you have any real pigs? No?
Oh, no.
No room?
No.
What are those?
Pickled pigs.
Oh, pickled pigs.
Yes, it's a different from pickled bottoms.
Yes, I see. Very nice too. We had some pickled bottoms, but somebody nicked them. Yeah. And these are bags of pig fun. Yes. I mean, pig. Yeah.
Are they open or not?
Good.
Well, but you can open them if you want.
Is this worth anything or not?
Yes, well, collections like this are getting, even more
good. Come on then. Thanks, Anne. Julia, Melanie. Right, OK. Now, over here, if you rush a little bit, Jeremy, over into the other side here, this is Nick, and with him is Nicholas again. Yeah. And this is a collection of...
hooded tops and tracksuits, but I brought some hooded tops along with me here.
How many have you got then, Nick?
In total, I've got about 100.
100, yes. And what do you do? You buy them or find them?
Well, I've been buying them just generally for the past 6 or 7 years.
Why don't you go and look on Skips like that chap earlier on?
I only buy them brand new.
You buy them brand new.
Yeah.
And this one you're wearing here, Nick?
Yep. Yeah. This is the Colorado hooded top.
You're not embarrassed to go out looking like that, are you?
No, of course not. Apart from this on the front.
Oh, well, you take that around there if you want. This is your favourite. Which is your favourite?
That's my favourite.
Yeah.
Right.
Can we get a shot of that?
That's the Adidas Colorado. And that's the only one that I have, and that is my A1 favourite, and that's the first hooded top that I got.
And how much would that cost if you were to buy?
About £40.
40
quid?
Yeah.
So, goodness, how have you got all the money to buying all these?
Well, there's only a few that I've actually paid top price for. Most of them I bought at sale price.
Yeah, I mean, that's good, yes.
So you go around when someone's selling up and...
yeah, that's it.
Do you wear these, Nicholas, or not?
Only when I'm playing games, you know, running out and doing things.
You're a good sport, Nicholas. Yes, you are a really good sport.
Good sport to come on the show.
Yes, that's why I was thinking that, Nicholas. You are a very good sport. Are these sort of... These are really, you know, the things that I hate. They're sort of shell suits, aren't they?
They're not shell suits, James. I mean, why do you hate them?
Well, I mean, they look so common, don't they?
This is awfully shiny material.
I mean, you can't buy that one again. You can't buy that one again.
I mean, you're not really going to walk out in public after you leave with these, are you?
Yes.
What do you do with them? Do you have them all around the room at home, on the wall and everything?
They're everywhere. Well, there's a space that they're there.
They're there? Well, do you wear them all at different times?
I wear them all the time. I'm wearing a hooded top all the time.
Do you think they'll ever go out of fashion, Nick?
Probably out of fashion now.
They're going to talk a lot more about these hooded tops because it's very exciting, but these are some of the calls we got after last week's programme.
Prostitution should be legalised. If only take the money away from the pimps. Any chance of a quality control job on this legalised brothels?
Using bodies and not paying tax. Men use their bodies all day. Boxing, for example, a lot of men in the industry use their bodies, and they have to pay a hell of a lot of tax, so I see no reason why women shouldn't do the same.
Prostitutes, easy money, do it lying down.
If prostitutes are going to be legalised and pay taxes, if they become pregnant, can they claim industrial accident benefit for the 9 months?
A gay man's guide to safe sex was very horny indeed, and I think they should show stuff like that, and I don't think it should be rated 18. I think everyone should be able to see it. It's a natural part of life, and quite frankly, I think you should show more.
You have no right showing that
perverted crap on the TV. Homosexuals kissing and making out with each other? What is the matter with you people? Are you sick or what?
I think that thing on gay sex is absolutely disgusting. They shouldn't show things like that on TV. It shouldn't be allowed. It's against God's nature. It's a breach of everything that he has taught the Christians. And I just think that it is terrible that you should show things like that at this time as well, when there's young children up having slumber parties.
I think all decent people in this country are sick and tired of being told that ordinary decent people are fed up in this country with being sick and tired. Yeah, quite agree.
Call box. 0898 46 1000. Call box.
Yeah. No, those are some of the calls after last week's show. I know I've got the bit now in the News of the World last week, and it's always nice to be in the paper. Terry Dix stormed, flaunting homosexuality on TV is sick, and fellow Tory Walter Sweeney added, explicit material like this could corrupt youngsters. I'm not going to say anything about MPs. Now, Nicola, yes. I can't imagine what anybody's going to phone in about collections, but who knows? Cameras, how many?
Oh, only a limited number. I'm a great hoarder. I've got a sort of limited collection. I've also got a whole lot of matchboxes like Debbie has. But all the cameras
you might be able to get together with Debbie and do a little swapping.
I'd love to get together with Debbie.
Take some pictures.
Or do some swaps.
Take 3 pictures. You just want to
Yes, with my little box brownie. No, I've got a number of cameras, because they're all cameras that I've used ever since I was a child, because I was taking photographs from the age of 8. That was the first camera I ever had when I was a little box brownie. In fact, it's not worth very much, because there were about thousands of them made, and everybody used them. One of the first cameras ever came out. Then that was superseded by the reflex camera, and I got 1 or 2 of those. That's a very early one. And,
very nice.
And you can still take photos.
Are these worth, Jeremy? Are these worth much or not?
No, as Nicola said, there are quite a few of them about. They were the first sort of mass-produced cameras.
That's right, the first.
You can buy them sort of £10, £20.
And there weren't so many of these, so that one has a little bit of a value and interest. But the interest for me is that I've owned them all and used them all. And this one is a Leica, which was still, and still is to some extent, the Rolls-Royce of cameras, made in Germany in the 30s. And the individual thing about this, most of them were made with 3.5 lenses.
Could you do me
that one is made with a 4.5 lens. It's very unusual, and I've used it taking some wonderful photographs.
No. You know when you did Sale of the Century, when it was great and entertaining, and now it's very cultish. You know when you took a break.
Yes.
You used to go into the break in that particular. Would you do that now for me?
Yes.
Okay. Into that camera 3.
Well, we have to leave you now, but I hope you won't leave us. Until you do that, we'll see you after this.
Oh yeah!
Bow, 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 bow.
James Whale.
The James Whale Radio Show.
Welcome back. Here we are, late and live tonight. That was great. Thank you very much indeed. Now, on the screen here, this is Pat Hildred. Now, Pat...
Late and lively, I must...
Late and lively. Pat collects old televisions.
Television sets.
How many do you have?
Coming up for 60.
What is 60?
Have you built a special room for them?
All over the house, really.
Really?
They're wonderful. This is the one I like. This is the one everybody wants to get, isn't it?
This should be warming up at the moment.
But do they all work?
Takes
Who's this here?
What's that?
Put the lights down a bit. Can we get the lights down? Look, do you recognise that man?
Yes, and the man with him.
That's Arthur Haynes, isn't it?
The great Arthur Haynes period.
Yes, you look very sort of, don't you? You could have been another Roger Moore. Do you know that?
Oh, you're so kind.
Nicholas, you could have done the same. I mean, he's coming back to do it.
He's coming back to do it at his age, so I could still come back and do it, yes.
This one over here, that's a portable, is it?
Yes, this is the first battery and mains portable introduced in 1955.
Yeah. I tried picking it up earlier. It's about the most unportable thing there is.
You're right. Full of valves and transformers, all very heavy.
Now, these all broadcast on 405 lines, so you can't watch them now, really.
No, that's right. You have to convert the signal back. To be able to use these, you have to convert it from 625 current system back to the old 405.
Do they all have a value?
Some of them do. These are the most valuable.
This one?
The Bakelite one. Yeah. Still is warming up, but hopefully that...
Oh, there it is. Oh, yes, there it is. Works,
The Arthur Haynes show is still on. You see, it ran for 8 to 10 years.
How much is this one worth? We used to have one like this.
These are worth a maximum about £50. I think I bought this for about 15. Yeah.
Well, people just throw them out.
Yeah, they do, exactly. I mean, the thing is, so many people have been throwing them out over the years. There's very few left now.
They are wonderful. I'll leave you to talk to him some more. Well, I just pop over here because over here is Ian Fryer. Is that right?
That's right.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
And Ian collects Thunderbird models. That was good, wasn't it?
That was very good.
I don't know why. Why do you collect Thunderbird models?
The whole subject fascinates me, but particularly the Thunderbirds models and the Jerry Anderson model are just the best designed.
they are wonderful, wonderful past visions of the future.
Yep.
Some of them are also exceedingly valuable.
But did Jerry Anderson's company make the models as well? Because the actual models they made for their puppet show were brilliantly made and constructed.
They would have licensed these and made a fortune out of it.
That's right. Jerry Anderson had his own licensing company, Century 21 Marketing.
What?
This is the big one.
Oh, is it?
Led by the great Keith Brooks. To tell you the difference, this is worth 50 quid.
Yeah.
That's worth 500 quid.
Really?
500 quid?
And it's basically the same model.
Yeah.
That's just an unusual colour scheme.
Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice. So that's worth 50 quid.
That's right. I can keep that one. Oh, good.
I thought you used to throw them on the floor like with a mug.
No, I don't think we better with that. £500, yes. They're coming back. He's making a film now, isn't he, Jerry Anderson?
That's right, yes. Space Police, a new TV series, that's right, yeah.
And will you collect that or not?
Yes, if I have the money, yes.
What's the magazine you've got?
Well, one of the best series Jerry Anderson ever made, a bit of an unsung series, is I think of Four Feather Falls. There he is, Sheriff Tex Tucker.
Tex Tucker.
Competition time. Competition time.
Yes, can you remember who did the voice for old Tex?
Was it you?
Yes.
Right, that was very good. And who did do the voice for Tex Tucker?
It was me, yes.
Yay!
Yeah, Texas, that's what I used to do.
Richard, you've never done the voice for anything, have you?
No, I have great difficulty with my own voice. Actually.
You've done the voice for Richard Whiteley.
Yes, but yes,
He does it quite regularly.
yes, yeah, you do.
Do you do all the voice for anybody, Debbie?
No.
Can I just get on with competition time now? I'm sorry about this.
Why don't I read the competition? You always do the competition.
Well, yeah, okay. We're running out of time, but yeah, okay, you can do it. Right, can you read it into that camera quickly?
Yeah. Last week we asked, what is the capital of Scotland? Barry from Northants, Alan from Berkshire and Jamie from Glasgow all got it right, Edinburgh. And they win these 2 footballing videos, so they can still see football on TV.
Sorry.
This week we're giving away a copy of My Left Foot. Not my left foot, not my left foot. And this Global Hyper sweatshirt. If you could tell me what they call someone who collects stamps.
What do they collect? Somebody who collects stamps. Ring this number.
0898.
That's good, girl.
500
500 treble 1. Okay, try that. 500 treble 1. That's very good. I think we could do a programme together.
Yes, I think I'll have a new career, don't you?
I think so.
Hang on. Remember, a couple of weeks ago we started the Whale Blubber Club. James is the main one.
Oh, okay, fine.
All our overweight male viewers. Well, I'm pleased to say all those who join the club are slimming very well, and we will meet both of them in a couple of weeks.
Good. Anyway, fine. You've got the idea. Basically, thank you very much indeed. 0898 500 treble 1 if you like it. Very good. Very good.
Well done.
I was telling everybody before that most TV programmes at the moment are having to put up with that awful woman, the daughter of Ronald Reagan, awful woman.
Patty Page.
Yeah, awful woman, and Ivana Trump. Yes. But of course we have got Debbie, who's far more exciting.
Absolutely. Have you written a book yet, Debbie, about your thwarted childhood or anything like that? Or...
No.
Trevor from Birmingham. We're taking the calls right into the calls. Hello, Trevor from Birmingham. Hi.
Hi, James.
Yeah.
Nicholas, can I ask you a question?
Yes, of course you can. Which camera do I answer you on?
Anyone you like.
Anyone but...
All right.
Do you love banana sandwiches?
Yeah, he likes banana sandwiches.
Yeah, I love banana
Fantastic.
sandwiches. One of my favourite fruits, bananas. How did you know?
That's enough.
It's the ape in me, obviously.
Yes is enough. Paul from Liverpool. Let's go straight on now. Paul from Liverpool.
Hello?
Yes, Paul. Never mind, Paul. No, you're not talking. Do you want to talk to him? Yeah, okay, all right, okay. Yes, go on.
Every question. Does she like banana sandwiches?
Do you like bananas?
Do you like bananas?
Yeah, okay, fine. On to Kevin from Leeds. Hello, Kevin.
Hello.
Yeah.
Is it right that Richard Whiteley wants to be a Tory MP?
Does Richard Whiteley want to be a Tory MP?
No.
Okay, fine.
Right,
Andrew from... well, then he'd have to complain about things like those 2 men in the showers. You've got to be, lots of Tory MPs do that. Yeah. Andrew from Birmingham. Hello, Andrew. Hi, Andrew.
I'd like to talk to you about my collection, if I could.
You'd like to talk about your collection? Yeah. We'd like to hear that, wouldn't we?
Well, we don't know until he's told us. Could be embarrassing, couldn't it? What is your collection?
I have approximately now 4,500 different types of condoms.
Different types of condoms?
Yes, I thought it was going to be one of those.
Have you got one of these or not?
Have you used them all?
Have you seen these? These are very good. Do you like those?
Is that the...
No, you're not having those, but I just thought I'd tease you anyway.
Can we ask him, are they used condoms or fresh ones?
I should think they're used. Are they used?
Oh, I'm afraid they're not used, James.
Oh, well, you want to listen.
Oh,
if you're going to collect condoms, you want to go along those country lanes where everybody throws them out of the car windows and you get them there. Malcolm from Bradford.
Oh.
Hello, Malcolm.
Hello, James.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a collector of numbers. I'm a train spotter.
You're a train spotter?
Yeah.
Would we like to hear any more of the train spotter? No. No, we've got David and his bus collection. We don't want any more of that. Wayne. Oh, now Wayne, there's a nice name. Wayne, what a good name that is. Hello, Wayne.
Hello.
Hi, do you drive a Cortina by any chance?
No.
Do you wear Airtex vests?
No.
No, okay, well, never mind.
Do you collect used condoms?
No, actually, I collect ladies' lingerie.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Have you got anything to offer, Debbie?
No, well, I was just going to ask if Debbie could actually send me a pair.
I don't wear any, sorry.
Oh, for goodness sake, just send him something. Go and send him. Have you been consulting anybody for this problem or not?
No.
Do you wear the lingerie?
Well, sometimes, yeah, maybe. It depends if they fit or not.
Richard looks interested in this. Do you want to ask him anything?
No, I was just wondering if he gets them from washing lines. I don't know. Where does he get them?
On occasions, I do, yeah.
You do? He
Yeah,
does,
on
does he?
occasions.
Yeah. He pinches them.
Yeah.
How exciting.
Could we keep Wayne's phone number? We'll pass it on to the police. Okay, thank you, Wayne. Lisa from Scotland, from Lanark.
Hello, James.
Hello, Lisa.
I just want to say I collect whips and chains and whatnot.
Okay, Richard,
What are the
Nicholas and I will be over after the programme.
Right. It's a long way to come to Lanark. But what are the whatnots? That's what I want to know.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Thank you anyway, that was fascinating. Thank you very much indeed, Lisa. Now, thank you all very much for coming along. Believe it or not, we've done nearly an hour on collections. I didn't think we could. I'd love to hear the phone calls on the line next week. Next week's programme, you know, one part of the United Kingdom that gets a very bad press from the media is Northern Ireland. So next week's show is devoted to Northern Ireland, and we're looking at a kind of alternative view. We have music from Energy Orchard, and we also have Dennis Taylor. But right now, to finish off the programme, more from Barenaked Ladies. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.